Thursday, the 18th of July 2024, the Three Gorges Dam is back in the headlines again over the last couple of days with titles like this: Three Gorges Dam on alert as heavy rain and floods kill 6 in China. Now there are, before we get started, a lot of channels who do the fake media, and I have checked my resources here, and these pictures I will show you are actually from Xinhua News, and they're dated for July the 7th, 2024. It's the only time you actually would believe the Chinese social media, the Chinese media, mainstream media for this, because there are so many fake reports that come out from, you could say, Western journalists and people like we covered and exposed before, like George. But this is real. The other headline has come up: floods have affected over 40,000 people and damaged crops on 1,800 acres. I will show you some videos towards the end of this, but let's continue reading some of the headlines that Xinhua News has verified with pictures as well. Again, Xinhua News is Chinese state media. The Three Gorges Dam, China's largest, is on its high alert as floods triggered torrential rains wreaked havoc in the southern western part of the country. Record rainfall in Chongqing has caused floods in dozens of districts and counties since last Thursday, not this Thursday, raising water levels in 29 rivers, state news Xinhua reported. Some of the reports go on like these. This is all being verified. An aerial drone showed a township submerged in muddy waters, and some parts of Chongqing, which is 660 kilometers west of the Three Gorges, has received 269.2 millimeters of rain, again, last Thursday, the highest in a single day ever. Other news still related to the Three Gorges Dam. The rains, flooding, have also disrupted operations on Chongqing railway station, leading to the suspension of 29 train journeys on Thursday. The Flood Control and Drought Relief Headquarters on Thursday raised the flood emergency level response to level 3 in a 4-tier response system, in which level 1 is the most serious. A flood prevention and response entered a critical period. We've had strengthened warnings and monitoring and timely evacuate people in areas at risk of geological disasters, reported by Chongqing Mayor. Other reports go on like this. Authorities have also faced challenges along the Yangtze River basin as the water level at the Three Gorges Reservoir has risen to 161.1 meters. Now, the safety level, warning level, is 175, and the Three Gorges Dam is 185 meters there. And again, I think we covered this 2 days ago, the highest ever in July, according to China's Ministry of Water Resources. Heavy rainfall is anticipated in the upper reaches of the river over the next 10 days, with a new round of floods expected to flow into the reservoir around July 16, 2 days ago. A flood with a peak of 45,000 cubic meters per second forecast to enter the reservoir on Friday, and 2 other significant water surges are expected in mid-July. In other words, near enough now. The pictures I have been showing you are from Xinhua News. Again, this is Chinese state media, not any fake media, or you could say people like George who just will do this right in the middle of the dry season. This is happening now. Now, why am I relying on Chinese state media? You would find when they report something like this, they will sort of underreport it. Yeah, the numbers are not going to be exact. Hey, transparency, if you remember COVID in China, etc., is not there. But because it's happening and people are reporting on it on their social media, the news agencies have to report it. And this, of all the pictures, it says underneath from Xinhua News, water gushes out from the Three Gorges Dam 9 flow discharge to spare capacity for incoming floods from upper reaches of Yangtze River. My question is, what happens downstream can they cope with it as well. Now, let me show you some video clips related to what's happening in this particular area. We do obviously pray for the people who have to live there, don't really have the choice of moving to where. And once again, their life is turned upside down because of the torrential rains. It's a great shame. It may be summer, but it does rain cats and dogs in China during the summer. And you've seen constantly through news reports over the last, you could say, 1 or 2 months of the rain. Here in Southeast Asia, Cambodia, it is rainy season. Summer is over and it will rain, not non-stop, but occasionally you may be able to hear the rain in the background as I'm recording that it is the wet season. Come November, then it becomes the high season because it's not so hot and there's no rain, and many tourists will come to Southeast Asia like Cambodia, Thailand, parts of Vietnam and the Philippines. That brings us to a close for today. God bless to all. Please spare a moment or two for the people who suffer from these conditions near enough year in, year out. And let's leave it there for now. God bless. Thank you so much for your time. Bye-bye.